guys, what's going on? Third Straight Reactions back. I'm Shane.
Malachi.
I'm Tom.
We're back with Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 8. Hey. The waif stab Arya in the stomach, dressed as an old lady, using obviously the faceless...
Is she on Andor?
Yeah, she's an Andor. Anyways, this show.
The Hound, still alive.
Still alive.
Which Malachi and I theorized many moons ago.
Yes, you did, and you were right.
He's with this little enclave of... this little religious sect of some sort. This guy's like this reformed...
Yeah, what is his name? It's I'm gonna kick myself. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna kick myself. I'm gonna kick myself for that. Okay. All right, guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, leave a comment down below. Hit that tip button. Check us out on Patreon for full length and early access. Let's jump in.
I wonder if Arya's gonna be back here.
The company's moving on to Pentos soon. You should come with us.
I can't.
Why not? What's left for you here?
You wouldn't be safe.
Where will you go?
Essos is east and Westeros is west. But what's west of Westeros?
I don't know.
Nobody does.
The edge of the world, maybe.
I'd like to
Probably
see
just turn back around the Essos, but
Yeah.
that. I don't want any.
Sleep is the only way you will heal.
you're fucked.
See, man, I told you. Here we go.
The city has come back to life.
You made a pact with fanatics.
I did, and it worked.
If you shaved your beard with a straight razor...
I hope you're right about this expedition of yours.
I don't return. You know I was wrong. I'll walk the rest of the way myself. I can't go off on a secret mission in the company of the most famous dwarf in the city.
I don't like this parting. I don't like it at all.
Your Grace, His Holiness the High Septon wishes to speak with you at the Great Sept of Baelor.
This is not a request.
It is a request, Cousin Lancel. You are asking me for something I'm refusing.
The High Septon commands you. If you refuse to come of your own free will... Move aside, sir.
Screw that.
Dear God. Look at that thing.
Step aside or there will be violence.
You see his red eyes?
Oh, there's a lot of those guys.
I choose violence.
Looks like a siege, my lady.
You have a keen military mind, Pod.
Who goes there? State your business!
My name is Brienne of Tarth.
Please inform Sir Jaime Lannister I've come to speak with him.
Tell him I have his sword.
Getting a bit old to be a squire, aren't we? Come on. You're the one with the magic cook.
Seems to show it to her by now.
You fulfilled your oath to Catelyn Stark against all odds. Of course, my sister wants to answer death.
The hell are you doing here?
I've come for the Blackfish.
You're welcome to have them.
Lady Sansa desires to take her ancestral seat back from the Boltons.
What army does she plan on taking, Winterfell?
The Tully army.
They're a bit occupied at the moment. I've sent here to reclaim River Run, currently defended by the Tully rebels. Shouldn't argue about politics.
You're a knight, Sir Jaime. I know there is honor in you.
What do you propose?
Allow me to enter Riverrun under a flag of truce. Let me try to persuade the Blackfish to give up the castle.
Why would he abandon his ancestral home? Have you ever met the Blackfish?
No.
He's even more stubborn than you are. You have until nightfall.
One last thing, Sir Jamie.
Yes, Lady Brienne.
Should I fail to persuade the Blackfish to surrender, honor compels me to fight for Sansa's kin. To fight you.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I don't know about that.
As I have said, my name is
Yes, Brienne of Tarth. I know your father.
Good man. He always spoke highly of him.
If you think I'm abandoning my family seat on the Kingslayer's word of honor, you're a bloody fool.
Riverrun cannot stand against the Lannisters and the Freys. He sent me to find Sansa to help her as Catelyn wanted. He gave me this sword to protect her. That is what I have done, and I will continue to do until the day I die.
I don't have enough men to help her take Winterfell.
You have more than she does.
She wants her home back. I understand that.
You know?
There's to be a royal announcement.
There is.
Where are you going?
Your place is in the gallery, with the other ladies of the court.
If you break his laws, you will be punished.
Uh-oh.
We have determined that Loras Tyrell and Cersei Lannister's trial will be held in the Great Sept of Baelor on the first day of the Festival of the Mother. Furthermore, that from this day forward, trial by combat will be forbidden throughout the Seven Kingdoms. The tradition is a brutish one.
She's screwed.
She brought this all on herself. That's what's crazy about it.
100%.
Just, I know a lot of it had to do, like, I know she's supposed to be kind of paranoid and stuff like that, but...
That old rumor you told me about.
Is it just a rumor or something more?
More.
What rumor?
Much more.
The masters have come for their property.
I thought that was a pew from across the...
Yeah, me too for a second.
Unless we're just assuming.
This isn't good. Isn't good at all.
You don't matter to me, Lord Edmund. Your son doesn't matter to me. The people in the castle don't matter to me. Only Cersei.
You're weird, bud.
And if I have to slaughter every Tully who ever lived to get back to her, that's what I'll do.
I demand entry.
Don't let him in.
He's the Lord of Riverrun. I have to obey his commands.
He's been their captive ever since they murdered his king. Why do you think the people who murdered his king at the Red Wedding would decide to let him come home?
Because it's a trap, you idiot.
Don't let him in.
He's my lord, my lord. I've sworn to serve the Lord of Riverrun. My lord has given an order.
The knife to his throat. That is not a valid order.
Lower the drawbridge and open the gate for Lord.
Aye, sir.
I'll have your head before I surrender Riverrun.
You are not lord of this castle.
Puts that dude in a tough spot.
Lower the drawbridge!
Command all the forces within the castle to lay down their arms. Open the gates.
My lord.
Your lord has given a command.
Oh, look.
He looks like a badass in that armor too, doesn't he?
Find the Blackfish. Put him in irons and hand him over to the Freys.
It's like the Three Musketeers.
Go on.
Come with us.
I've run before at the Red Wedding. I'm not running again.
Your family is in the north.
You'll serve Sansa far better than I ever could.
We found the Blackfish, my lord.
Bring him to me.
He died, fighting, my lord.
Yep.
He's probably gonna let him go.
Yeah. How about you just dodge? How about you just, you know,
Why don't you guys just do it already?
skip the
Get
whole
it
incest thing.
over with.
I mean,
Dodge the incest
I'll
bullet.
tell you what, Pod needs to row faster. He looks like he's
Yeah, he's just very casual.
Dude, he's rowing slower than I walk. I'm telling you.
Metaphorically. Ethically.
Jeez, oh man. They're not messing around.
Nope.
Mad.
Sullied could mount a defense off the beachhead if the slavers'
No more
forces...
talking from you. Your talking gave us this.
I'm trying to tell you what the army should do.
The pyramid is the only place in the city we can defend. We stay here. And then we wait for them to come to us.
Dragon? Are they back?
Like, no more talking. Your talking got us this.
Who else would they think that would be?
I don't know. What if the fireball hit the top of the pyramid or something?
Did you bring any friends? Daenerys, did you?
He's just like
He's so ugly.
he's face burnt, dude.
Again.
Chasing them. You hanging.
They attacked a nearby sept and murdered the villagers. Why do you want them?
Same reason.
I was helping build it.
Fuck your name and mine. Killed you once before, Dundarian. Happy to do it again. Drop that arrow, you bloody girl. Hanging. All over in an instant. Where's the punishment in that?
They die.
They all bloody die.
Except this one here.
There was a time I would have killed all 7 of you just to gut these 3.
You're getting old, Clegane.
He's not.
Yeah, bad way to go still.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the best.
Oh, you don't do what you did. Ew.
It's funny, they're like,
You don't have socks on and you get swamp feet, and that's how you get bacteria on your
Got
feet.
anything to eat?
Guy of the Boy Scouts.
We're here for a reason. The Lord of Light is keeping Beric alive for a reason.
We are part of something larger than ourselves.
Cold winds are rising in the north.
And you're going to go stop them.
We need good men to
Oh,
help us.
Jesus. What?
cut that out.
You were born a fighter. You walked away from the fight. How did that go? You can still help a lot more than you've harmed, Clegane. It's not too late for you.
Oh, I thought she was going to hang herself. Who is that? I knew she was gonna die because they would send someone else out there. They'd send someone else after her, or if that was a girl with a mask on her face. That's terrible.
If you'd have done your job, she would have died painlessly. The many-faced god was promised a name. He must always receive what is his.
Shane, you really hate this girl.
Can't change that.
Yep.
Jeez.
That stunt was great. Because she jumped.
Wasn't that bad? How'd she walk down so?
How is she running like that with a stab wound in her stomach?
Adrenaline.
Slide under. Nathan Drake. That was her. I did that yesterday when your grandma was closing the garage. I slid under. Adrenaline in her.
You let a girl with a hole in her stomach that you put there outrun you.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. It's like you, when you're in the sauna.
No, I'm not that skinny.
I couldn't trust anybody.
Look, look, look!
She's freaking insane.
My damn oranges!
You know how valuable those probably are there?
Everyone's gonna start picking them up.
What is wrong with her?
It's personal at this point.
Well, then she is someone, right? If you're no one, you shed this.
Dude,
these
if Arya
dead eyes-
dies,
But
I'm
then
gonna be so
God,
angry.
Many-Faced God says she has to die.
Oh, I know.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all, Shane.
She's tracking. Yep.
So I think they're in Croatia or somewhere they filmed this. Like, you see those railings? I wonder if it looked like they wrapped rope around it.
It will all be over soon.
Oh, in the dark. She can't
Oh
see.
yeah, I forgot that she was trained to...
You told her to kill me.
And there she is. Finally, a girl is no one.
A girl is Arya Stark of Winterfell. And I'm going home.
Was he trying to do this?
It is a weird feeling we haven't seen the last of Jack and Hagar. And I'm not going to sit here and pick the show apart and nitpick and, like you always say, deduct points for... I just think, like, and it was the very first note that I wrote in this entire episode. She had a pretty substantial wound to her stomach.
Oh, no, she did, but yeah, I mean, that's just something that you see in all fiction. Like,
But I'm not going to let that take away from the greatness of the episode either.
yeah, I mean, she was nursing. I mean, she was stitched up, and she was probably in that bed for, I don't know if it was weeks, but days. And, you know, when she fell and was jumping around, then it reopened.
Yeah.
So she was healed up a bit, and with adrenaline going and the fact that she's fighting in the dark, I don't think she needed to use too much of her speed and stuff. I think she just needed to, you know, she can fight blind, because she was blind for weeks or longer in the House of Black and White serving.
Right.
And that's how she learned to fight, and obviously she I don't know if she ever planned on being no one. At first when I watched the show, I felt like she, you know, wanted to leave everything behind, and but then, you know, I think, you know, the fact that she didn't bury, the fact that she hid Needle, her sword that Jon gave her, told me kind of like there's still a part of you that's connected to Westeros. It's connected to the Starks. And obviously we see that that was definitely the case.
Well, I've always liked her and I've always rooted for her as a character, but it wasn't until this when I thought, like, the way this show is, she could literally die right now. And I'm just thinking, like,
yeah,
it really made me feel like I like her a lot more than I realized that I did.
Yeah, I love Arya. You know, I mean, to me, Jon and Robb Stark are kind of my favorite children. I like them all, but I also love Arya. This storyline for Arya, I love. Like, you went to, they're not in Pentos, are they? They're in Bravos. I think Pentos. You went to Pentos, or you went somewhere in Essos to train to become an assassin with the badass faceless men at the House of Black and White. You got to train under Jack and Hagar, and then you got to still get those skills, and you beat their #1 draft pick. You know, I hate that girl.
I know you do.
I know you're supposed to hate her.
Do you hate her worse than the Harpies?
No.
I'm kind of interested, not kind of, really interested in this issue that Cersei has now because there's no more trial by combat.
Yeah, so what's she going to do?
That's bad.
Just be judged?
You as a tank.
Yeah, go be judged in front of the Septons.
I know this is all Cersei's fault, and I hate her for that. But I'm more annoyed for her. Like I'm irritated for her because I just hate these fanatics at the Sept. And obviously they have their own military crusaders. Obviously, right? Yeah, the faith militant.
I'm so glad to see that disgusting Frankenstein tank kill them. I'm so happy.
Well, he only killed one technically.
Ripped that guy's head off and the spinal cord came out.
Yeah, now Lancel Lannister,
he was too scared.
That convert with the dumbass pentagram on his head. I know it's not a pentagram.
The satanic triangle.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, he just annoys me so much. I want Cersei to win this battle.
You will come with us.
Because your hatred for them is more than your hatred for her?
By far, Tom. In terms of...
Cersei's troubled.
No, this is Cersei's fault, and I think... I don't know. To me, I think... I hate her. Just because I've been with the character longer, I understand her a little bit. And I'm going to side with her over these new people that I hate.
I can't see her dying off yet. I can't. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Thomas is just a spineless little boy. I know you like him.
Who? Tommen.
Geez, sorry.
Yeah, I still like him. He's troubled right now, and he's being led by the wrong people.
Well, he's being manipulated. I get all that, but it was invited by Cersei, and it's her fault.
Yeah, his fault? Why do you think it's his fault? It's her fault.
Because
it's always her fault.
Because he's still making the decision, right? He has everything at his disposal. He commands a kingdom, but he's allowing himself to be manipulated.
I think he'll break free soon. So,
also speaking of Beric Dondarrion, his interaction, I really like seeing the Hound in this episode. How do you feel about him in this episode compared to how he's been?
Reasonable.
I mean, he's still killing people, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, but he was never his brother.
No.
He was never his brother.
I hate his brother for what he did.
How'd you feel about Jaime and everything, the Blackfish and everything?
Hey, I mean, they didn't show the scene of him dying, but it's just one of those where...
Well, they shot it, but he was just so old, he looked so bad, like, all right, we're going to do this off screen.
He was given multiple opportunities, not only to escape, but to do it without any bloodshed, and he kind of doubled down and said, hey, this is going to be my Alamo, and...
Yeah.
That was his decision.
No, yeah, I loved him. I love that character to the end. And Edmund, dude, Edmure. He just trying to save his kid. I think what's interesting is he's been in prison for a couple years.
A while.
Years. Yeah. He said years. I'm not sure how many years. Never ever saw his son and only saw the woman that he got pregnant with once. You know what I mean? So it's for him to make that sacrifice is kind of something that would test people. You know what I mean? How I know this kid's mine. I've only been with this girl once, and she's the daughter of the guy who killed my fucking family. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
So, for him to do that, I would be like, was my son still alive? Is he mine? You know what I mean? I'd have to see this shit first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But Jaime used that one bargaining chip.
Yeah. I'm surprised the level of honesty, but I think it's more like, I'm going to tell you something so you know I'm fucking serious. Also, Daenerys is back.
With the dragons.
So we know there's only good things happening.
Those slavers just don't give up.
Yeah, they just love slaving. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just this, I think a free market economy, democracy, no slavery is obviously the best way to go.
You're willing to sail across seas.
Yeah, and you got to row yourself because you don't got any more slaves.
And die.
Yeah, for these people that you want to enslave. It's insane to me. You know what I mean? Like,
and who's fighting?
Well, I mean,
unless they hire like conscripted fighters to fight for them.
I don't know. And they don't have an economy. They were given time. I think what Tyrion did. I know, I know people probably want, no, you got to free the slaves immediately. I think he did the wisest thing he could do. It's like, okay, I don't want to cripple the economy of these people and just, because when a city falls in, like you look at some of these places that Greece when it happened, Venezuela, when their just economy collapses, like violence, looting, obviously, like these fucking looters that we have in some of these states when things happen, violence runs rampant. So I think he kind of did the right thing, even though, like, yeah, the guys who were enslaved, like, no, I want free now. I sure would. But I think the slavers, it just wasn't good enough for them. And it just, yeah, I think they fucking deserve to die.
Hey, it's crazy the lengths that they're going to maintain this way of life.
Well, it seems like to them it's like a tradition. Like, no, it's a tradition. Like, why do you care how you make money? Just find another way. Like, why must slavery be this thing that you love? You know what I mean? It's a dirty fucking thing. It drives me crazy. That, you know. So, all right.
Oh, and Lady Crane's dead, by the way. Just as.
Yeah, I know. I had that note. It made me sad. She's a good character.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, the waif killed her violently. It would have been painless if you would have done it. So, yeah. Just, yeah. There is one scene when they're sitting around telling jokes. I kind of want to see, like, an hour of them just talking and telling jokes. We didn't get that. But I feel like that would be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think that's it. Guys, if you don't wait till next week, check us out on Patreon to see early access and obviously full length. Bye-bye.